asked me once where I most wanted to be, and I said here without a second thought. Not as a compliment, just as the truth of what the asking and the here had brought. You laughed a little like you didn't believe me, and I said no, I mean it, and I did. And something in the meaning of it settled between us like a thing we'd always hid. Right here is not a small thing to be given. Right here is not a nothing kind of word. When right here is the answer to the wanting, it means the wanting has already been heard. We sat a while in the right here together, and let it be the thing that it had been, and didn't make it more than it was saying, which is its own kind of gift I've seen. Right here is not a small thing to be given. Right here is not a nothing kind of word. I say it to the rooms I'm in now sometimes, and feel the here, and feel the having heard, and remember your laugh when you didn't believe me, and my meaning it, and meaning it still. Right here was everything I had to offer, and right here is the offer that I will. One year in, we knew each other differently. The surface had been worn to something true, and we were past the version and the showing, into the actual and particular you. You'd stopped explaining things you didn't need to, and I had stopped the performance of my better, and we were in the comfortable and real, which is its own kind of gift past the letter. 1 year in is where the love begins. The falling is the preface, not the story. The story is the year in and the knowing, and all the real that follows in its glory. We weren't perfect, and we didn't try to be, which is the gift of 1 year in and further. The trying falls away, and what remains is the actual and the daily and the nurture. 1 year in is where the love begins. the preface, not the story. I think of what the 1 year and felt like on the anniversary of its ordinary, and feel the wearing through to something true, and all the not explaining and the knowing, and everything the 1 year in became, and all the years beyond it in the going. After rain, the world has a particular smell that I have always found more true than before, as if the rain has washed away the surface and left the actual world behind the door. You love the after rain above most weathers, would go outside before the puddles dried, and breathe it in with your particular pleasure that made the after rain feel amplified. The ones who love the world after the washing, the ones who go outside before it's dry, are people who believe in the returning of things to what they were beneath the sky. I go outside after the rain now, always in your particular memory and honor, and breathe the actual world behind the surface, and feel the after rain and feel the donor. The ones who love the world after the washing, the ones who go outside before it's dry. I stand in your particular way of standing and look up at the clearing of the sky. And feel the smell that you were always after. The world returned to what it was before, and feel you in the breathing of the after, and feel the actual world behind the door. We had a Sunday with no plans at all, which is rarer than it sounds in any life. And we lay on the sofa top to tail, without the usual schedule and its strife. You had your book and I had something else, and the radio was doing what it does, and the afternoon came in through the window and stayed a while because it simply was. Some afternoons are given, not arranged. Some afternoons arrive without a summons, and the ones that find you with nowhere to be are better than the ones with all their drummings. I didn't know to mark it at the time, the particular Sunday of the nothing, but it comes back more clearly than the occasions that had the weight of something and its stuffing. Some afternoons are given, not arranged. Some afternoons arrive without a summons. I lie on sofas differently since then, and let the Sunday radio do its drummings. And feel the tail end of your feet beside me, and all the afternoon that asked for nothing and gave us back an afternoon of everything by simply being Sunday. And it's bluffing. First winter together had a quality that first winters always seem to carry, when cold is not a problem but an invitation to the particular warmth of the necessary. You had a scarf you'd wrap around us both when we were standing somewhere in the queue, and I would stand inside the scarf and feel the particular warmth of something new. Every love has its first winter. Every love has its particular cold that makes the warmth between two people clearer and makes the having someone worth the hold. In the early dark, and came home with things neither of us needed, and cooked them badly and ate well regardless, and felt the winter doing what it seeded. Every love has its its first winter. Every love has its particular cold. I wear scarves differently now in winter, and feel the wrapping and the particular fold of someone's arms around the cold with you, and all the markets and the early dark, and all the badly cooked and well eaten, and all the warmth that left its winter mark. You slowly, which is how it should be. Not all at once, but over months of seeing. The way you held your fork, the way you worried, the particular habits of your being. I learned the coffee first, and then the sleeping, and then the way you laughed before the joke, and then the middle distance and the thinking, and then the way you carried what you spoke. Learning someone is a long education that never quite arrives at the complete. There's always something past the current knowing, another room beyond the current suite. I was still learning you when things had finished, which is the thing about the ones worth knowing. There's always more of them than you have gotten, and the more keeps on arriving and then going. Learning someone is a long education that never quite arrives at the complete. I carry the unfinished learning with me, chapters that I didn't get to read, and sometimes feel I catch a page I missed, and something that reminds me of your manner, and read it carefully and add it to the education of your particular grammar. We fell in love in the rainy season, which colored everything that followed after. The particular gray of that beginning is threaded through the ordinary and the laughter. Rain still does something to me for that reason. a specific rain that comes before the cold, takes me back to what the beginning felt like, and all the things the rainy season told. Some beginnings mark the weather permanently, some beginnings brand the season to the bone, and I can't walk through rain without the finding of what the rainy season helped us own. We didn't mind the gray, we had each other, and gray is actually beautiful up close. The way it softens everything to maybe, and makes the certain feel a little less morose. Some beginnings mark the weather permanently, some beginnings brand the season to the bone. I walk through rain with something like a welcome for what the rainy season wants to loan. Back to me in all its gray and giving, the particular beginning and the start, and feel the rain the way I felt it first, with you beside me and an opening heart. The flat we had the first year had thin walls, and we could hear the neighbors living, which sounds like a complaint but wasn't quite, because the living that they did was giving a particular soundtrack to our own. The arguing, the laughing, and the cooking, and we would lie there in the thin wall dark and listen to the life next door, and looking at each other in the way that thin walls make you more aware of what you have beside you, when other lives are audible and present. You feel your own more clearly from inside you. We learn the neighbors' rhythms without meaning to, their Friday evenings and their Sunday morning, and they knew ours, I'd guess, from the other side, without the asking and without the warning. Had each other in the way that thin walls make you more aware of what you have beside you. I live in thicker walls now, and the silence is comfortable, but sometimes I find you. listening for a sound beyond the plaster, the way I'd hear you breathing in the night, and all the thin wall life we had together is something I still find myself in slight. We met halfway on everything we differed, which sounds like compromise but wasn't quite. It was more like two people finding middle ground, that neither had been standing in the light. You liked the city, I preferred the quiet, and we found a neighborhood that held the two. Loud enough on Fridays, quiet by Sunday, which is a neighborhood that somehow knew. Meeting halfway is not the lesser option. Meeting halfway is the making of a place that didn't exist before the two of you arrived and built it in the middle space. We built a life inside the halfway places, the restaurants that were neither of our choosing, that turned out to be more ours than either the separate preferences would have been in using. Meeting halfway is not the lesser option. Meeting halfway is the making of a place. I live in halfway, still in ways you'd recognize. The quiet Sunday and the Friday's grace, and feel the neighborhood we built together. In every place I find that holds the two of what I am and what I am without you. Both the city and the quiet coming through. We drove on Sunday mornings with no purpose, just the driving and whatever road was there. And you would find the stations I would miss, and I would find the turnings you'd declare. The car was old and didn't always feel it, but it got us where we didn't know we'd go. And we would end up somewhere worth the ending that neither of us had the plan to know. Some journeys are journey, not the destination and its waiting face. The Sunday driving and it's no particular was how we found our particular place. In each other and in all the ordinary roads that led to nowhere very much, and came back home through the late Sunday evening, feeling something that the weeks had lost its touch. Some journeys are the making of the journey, not the destination and its waiting face. I drive on Sundays, sometimes without purpose, and find the stations and the turnings grace, and feel the old car and the no particular, and all the Sundays driving into blue, and find that driving without a destination still finds me somewhere good because of you. You told me once that I deserved better days, said it quietly on an ordinary evening, not as consolation, just as observation, the way you said things without overachieving. I didn't know what to do with that at the time. Better days felt abstract and unearned, and I was too inside the current days to know the better ones for which I yearned. The ones who see you past your current weather, the ones who hold the version you could be, are loving you in the most forward-looking of all the ways that love has room to see. I had the better days eventually, and found you were the start of their arriving. The seeing of the better was the making, and making was the gift of your describing. The ones who see you past your current weather, the ones who hold the version you could be. I think of you on every better morning, and feel the ordinary evenings decree that better days were coming, and they came, and you were right in the particular way. that people are when they can see more clearly than the one who's living in the grave. I found out that I loved you in the middle of an argument about something ordinary. You were wrong and I was making sure you knew it. And then I stopped because it hit me contrary that I was fighting with you like it mattered. The way you only fight with someone real. And standing in the kitchen being certain I understood exactly what I feel. You find out in the strangest kind of moment. You find out when you're not prepared to find. The love arrives while you're busy with the arguing and catches you completely from behind. You looked at me across the kitchen island, still waiting for whatever I was saying. And I forgot entirely what the argument was, and stood there in the finding and the staying. You find out in the strangest kind of moment. You find out when you're not prepared to find. I never told you that was when I knew it. Just stood there in the kitchen in the kind of knowing that arrives without announcement and changes everything about the room, and finish the argument eventually, and carried the knowing past the afternoon. You asked me once where I most wanted to be, and I said here without a second thought. Not as a compliment, just as the truth of what the asking and the here had brought. You laughed a little like you didn't believe me, and I said no, I mean it, and I did. and something in the meaning of it settled between us like a thing we'd always hid. Right here is not a small thing to be given. Right here is not a nothing kind of word. When right here is the answer to the wanting, it means the wanting has already been heard. We sat a while in the right here together and let it be the thing that it had been, and didn't make it more than it was saying, which is its own kind of gift I've seen. Right here is not a small thing to be given. Right here is not a nothing kind of word. I say it to the rooms I'm in now sometimes, and feel the here and feel the having heard, and remember your laugh when you didn't believe me, and my meaning it and meaning it still. Right here was everything I had to offer, and right here is the offer that I will. One year in, we knew each other differently. The surface had been worn to something true, and we were past the version and the showing, into the actual and particular you. You'd stopped explaining things you didn't need to, and I had stopped the performance of my better, and we were in the comfortable and real, which is its own kind of gift past the letter. 1 year in is where the love begins. The falling is the preface, not the story. The story is the year in and the knowing, and all the real that follows in its glory. We weren't perfect and we didn't try to be, which is the gift of 1 year in and further. The trying falls away and what remains is the actual and the daily and the nurture. 1 year in is where the love begins. The falling is the preface, not the story. I think of what the 1 year in felt like on the anniversary of its ordinary, and feel the wearing through to something true, and all the not explaining and the knowing, and everything the 1 year in became, and all the years beyond it in the going. After rain, the world has a particular smell that I have always found more true than before. As if the rain has washed away the surface and left the actual world behind the door. You love the after rain above most weathers, would go outside before the puddles dried, and breathe it in with your particular pleasure that made the after rain feel amplified. The ones who love the world after the washing, the ones who go outside before it's dry, are people who believe in the returning of things to what they were beneath the sky. I go outside after the rain now, always in your particular memory and honor, and breathe the actual world behind the surface, and feel the after rain and feel the donor. The ones who love the world after the washing, the ones who go outside before it's dry. I stand in your particular way of standing and look up at the clearing of the sky. And feel the smell that you were always after. The world returned to what it was before, and feel you in the breathing of the after, and feel the actual world behind the door. We had a Sunday with no plans at all, which is rarer than it sounds in any life. And we lay on the sofa top to tail, without the usual schedule and its strife. You had your book and I had something else, and the radio was doing what it does. And the afternoon came in through the window and stayed a while because it simply was. Some afternoons are given, not arranged. Some afternoons arrive without a summons, and the ones that find you with nowhere to be are better than the didn't know to mark it at the time, the particular Sunday of the nothing. But it comes back more clearly than the occasions that had the weight of something and its stuffing. Some afternoons are given, not arranged. Some afternoons arrive without a summons. I lie on sofas differently since then, and let the Sunday radio do its drummings. And feel the tail end of your feet beside me, and all the afternoon that asked for nothing and gave us back an afternoon of everything by simply being Sunday. And it's bluffing. First winter together had a quality that first winters always seem to carry. When cold is not a problem, but an invitation to the particular warmth of the necessary. You had a scarf you'd wrap around us both when we were standing somewhere in the queue, and I would stand inside the scarf and feel the particular warmth of something new. Every love has its first winter. Every love has its particular cold that makes the warmth between two people clearer and makes the having someone worth the hold. In the early dark, and came home with things neither of us needed, and cooked them badly and ate well regardless, and felt the winter doing what it seeded. Every love has its first winter. Every love has its particular cold. I wear scarves differently now in winter, and feel the wrapping and the particular fold of someone's arms around the cold with you, and all the markets and the early dark, and all the badly cooked and well eaten, and all the warmth left its winter mark. You slowly, which is how it should be. Not all at once, but over months of seeing. The way you held your fork, the way you worried, the particular habits of your being. I learned the coffee first and then the sleeping. And then the way you laughed before the joke, and then the middle distance and the thinking, and then the way you carried what you spoke. Learning someone is a long education that never quite arrives at the complete. There's always something past the current knowing, another room beyond the current suite. I was still learning you when things had finished, which is the thing about the ones worth knowing. There's always more of them than you have gotten, and the more keeps on arriving and then going. Learning someone is a long education that never quite arrives at the complete. I carry the unfinished learning with me, chapters that I didn't get to read, and sometimes feel I catch a page I missed in something that reminds me of your manner, and read it carefully and add it to the education of your particular grammar. We fell in love in the rainy season, which colored everything that followed after. The particular gray of that beginning is threaded through the ordinary and the laughter. Rain still does something to me for that reason. A specific rain that comes before the cold takes me back to what the beginning felt like, and all the things the rainy season told. Some beginnings mark the weather permanently. Some beginnings brand the season to the bone. And I can't walk through rain without the finding of what the rainy season helped us own. We didn't mind the gray, we had each other. And gray is actually beautiful up close. The way it softens everything to maybe, and makes the certain feel a little less morose. Some beginnings mark the weather permanently. Some beginnings brand the season to the bone. I walk through rain with something like a welcome for what the rainy season wants to loan. Back to me in all its gray and giving, the particular beginning and the start. And feel the rain the way I felt it first, with you beside me and an opening heart. The flat we had the first year had thin walls, and we could hear the neighbors living, which sounds like a complaint but wasn't quite, because the living that they did was giving a particular soundtrack to our own. The arguing, the laughing, and the cooking. And we would lie there in the thin wall dark and listen to the life next door, and looking at each other in the way that thin walls make you. You have beside you when other lives are audible and present. You feel your own more clearly from inside you. We learn the neighbors' rhythms without meaning to. Their Friday evenings and their Sunday morning, and they knew ours, I'd guess, from the other side, without the asking and without the warning. Had each other in the way that thin walls make you. More aware of what you have beside you. I live in thicker walls now, and the silence is comfortable, but sometimes I find you. Listening for a sound beyond the plaster, the way I'd hear you breathing in the night, and all the thin wall life we had together is something I still find myself in slight. everything we differed, which sounds like compromise but wasn't quite. It was more like two people finding middle ground, that neither had been standing in the light. You liked the city, I preferred the quiet, and we found a neighborhood that held the two. Loud enough on Fridays, quiet by Sunday, which is a neighborhood that somehow knew. Meeting halfway is not the lesser option. Meeting halfway is the making of a place that didn't exist before the two of you arrived and built it in the middle space. We built a life inside the halfway places, the restaurants that were neither of our choosing, but turned out to be more ours than either the separate preferences would have been in using. Meeting halfway is not the lesser option. Meeting halfway is the making of a place. I live in halfway, still in ways you'd recognize. The quiet Sunday and the Friday's grace. And feel the neighborhood we built together. In every place I find that holds the two of what I am and what I am without you. Both the city and the quiet coming through. We drove on Sunday mornings with no purpose, just the driving and whatever road was there. And you would find the stations I would miss, and I would find the turnings you'd declare. The car was old and didn't always feel it, but it got us where we didn't know we'd go. And we would end up somewhere worth the ending that neither of us had the plan to know. Some journeys are the making of the journey, not the destination and its waiting face. The Sunday driving and its no particular was how we found our particular place. In each other and in all the ordinary roads that led to nowhere very much, and came back home through the late Sunday evening, feeling something that the weeks had lost its touch. and feel the old car and the no particular, and all the Sundays driving into blue, and find that driving without a destination still finds me somewhere good because of you. You told me once that I deserved better days. Said it quietly on an ordinary evening, not as consolation, just as observation. The way you said things without overachieving. I didn't know what to do with that at the time. Better days felt abstract and unearned, and I was too inside the current days to know the better ones for which I yearned. The ones who see you past your current weather, the ones who hold the version you could be, are loving you in the most forward-looking of all the ways that love has room to see. I had the better days eventually, and found you were the start of their arriving. The seeing of the better was the making, and making was the gift of your describing. The ones who see you past your current weather, the ones who hold the version you could be. I think of you on every better morning, and feel the ordinary evenings decree that better days were coming, and they came. And you were right in the particular way that people are when they can see more clearly than the one who's living in the grave. I found out that I loved you in the middle of an argument about something ordinary. You were wrong and I was making sure you knew it, and then I stopped because it hit me contrary that I was fighting with you like it mattered. The way you only fight with someone real. And standing in the kitchen being certain I understood exactly what I feel. You find out in the strangest kind of moment. You find out when you're not prepared to find. The love arrives while you're busy with the arguing, and catches you completely from behind. You looked at me across the kitchen island, still waiting for whatever I was saying, and I forgot entirely what the argument was, and stood there in the finding and the staying. You find out in the strangest kind of moment. You find out when you're not prepared to find. I never told you that was when I knew it. Just stood there in the kitchen in the kind of knowing that arrives without announcement, and changes everything about the room, and finish the argument eventually, and carried the knowing past the afternoon.